Hello and welcome back everybody to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. It has been quite a bit. I do apologize, but I was on Blazecation. But I'm very happy to be back. Hopefully you are all having a great week so far. On this beautiful Monday, I say beautiful as it's like really cloudy and disgusting outside, but it is beautiful nonetheless. So we're going to get kind of started here. We'll set up everything and then we'll switch our camera over. But how's it going, Darius? How are you doing? I see YouTube also like updated itself. Like the YouTube studio looks a little bit different. So a lot of stuff has changed while I've been gone. Okay, like that. I was just looking at YouTube, just like my main homepage, and I keep seeing like a bunch of like lawsuit stuff over Minecraft. Like people are trying to sue Minecraft right now. Like I don't know what that's about. All right. There we go. I shared the live stream over to our Discord. Now also to move on to the Gregtech New Horizons Discord. I've been going for a while. Hot dang. So there's all that. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. Those are all shared. Perfect. Now I can go live on TikTok, which it's been a hot minute since I've done that. There we go. Today we will be working on power generation. Perfect. Then we can go live over on TikTok. Sweet. We got that going now. Awesome. Now guys can switch over the game. Start recording Gregtech New Horizons. Dang. Schedule 1 got a huge update, I guess. The cartel update. Still have to go through and play the main game yet. I haven't done that. Doing some studying. 1 month of holiday. I'm getting rusty. Oh boy. Hey, hopefully you're having a good time on holiday, though. That's awesome. Now, is it like a holiday, like, that everybody gets, or like a vacation that everyone gets, or did you just personally take one? So at least you wouldn't be the only one then, if it was everybody. Kind of like a summer break or something like that. Peak got an update too. Yeah, I was so sad about that. Of course, Peak got an update on the Monday, like, of my vacation. Like, I could not get to my computer or anything. I was so upset about it. That's why I was thinking, like, damn. It would be a great idea, especially for certain vacations, like towards the evening when I'm not doing anything else other than getting ready for bed. I could have what do you want to call it, like a Steam Deck, and then what else? I could get Starlink internet for a couple months and then just stop it. That's kind of the nice thing about Starlink. I looked into it a little bit, is that you can go from month to month. I think it was like $50 a month, but then like the router or something you had to buy was like $500, which is really expensive. But you would get $500 router, which then you would own, but then $30 or $50 a month. I could just do like 3 months out of the year or whatever months I'm vacationing on. Then I could play my Steam Deck and play a bunch of games with you guys yet. And I don't know how it would work with like streaming. Or say, what do you want to call it? Doing voice chat and stuff with like Discord. Yeah, the summer break. Okay, sounds good. Well, hopefully you have a great summer break. And also, I cannot wait to play that Peak update. So maybe later on we'll see what Joker wants to do if he does want to play not schedule 1. Grounded 2 or playing Peak. I did see a little bit of a spoiler of one thing. Like, it was sad. I saw a split second of it. I couldn't avoid it. Of something in the update. I know it's the Mesa update. And I saw a huge antlion thing and like, oh. It's all good though. So, for this system here, it's been a minute since I've been here. I don't remember exactly where I'm at. I think I had everything. So this is obviously outputting nitrogen. Then obviously we got our logs, our nitrogen, and our logs. It's inputting for both. So it has the inputs. That's all fine. So we just need input power, which we have our machines here. These are all producing power here, but then we need outputs. So I might need some more conduits. So I'll work on that, making some item conduits and, well, maybe not item conduits, but some fluid conduits. And then we'll be good. When the Russia/Ukraine war started and Elon sent them Starlinks, there was a lot of them on the substitute of eBay here. They were dirt cheap. You could buy a pallet of them. Really? Holy shit. Like, that's kind of awesome. You gotta buy them dirt cheap. I wish. I wonder if I could just look up online somewhere. It's the only thing I'd be worried about not buying from, like, the true manufacturers, that you wouldn't have, like, a warranty in case something was bad and then you just got scammed out of money. But, you know, if I got it a lot cheaper than $500, that'd be nice. What's going on, Carlos? How you doing? Oh, alright. I know I could use other fluid pipes, but, alright, so these are not the ones that I want. We have been using, let's move our TikTok stream. And it's funny, like, the TikTok app had a pop-up on my computer. Like, it was like a little survey. It was a true or false. And it said, if you talk about people jumping off of TikTok, or like leaving TikTok or getting off TikTok for, you know, let's say like YouTube or something, will it hurt your TikTok live? And like, that is a very, very weirdly specific question to ask, because I've already talked about it before with Joker, and I think it is actually true. I didn't and it didn't allow me to answer it before it went away, but I'm like, yeah, you guys are listening and personally harming my stream because I say something about other apps, which is yeah, not good, because it's whatever, a form of damn it, I can't even think of the words. It's very early. I just woke up not too long ago. But they're hiding my content because I'm not doing as they say, which is really, really bad. Put your benzene in the AE2 system, then then wherever the me is, you have the benzene. That would be probably good. I will definitely do that at some point. I'm not going to do that right away, though. I just want to kind of bounce back into things, kind of bounce around. Just kind of, it's been a kind of a hot minute since I've played. So PTFE fluid pipe, PTFE, I got 4. Polytetrafluoroethylene, yeah, I need some more of those bars to get some of these. Vibrant alloy. Craft, what does it take to make 256? Damn, not enough. 64? Chrome, missing chrome. Censorship. Yeah, kind of like a censorship. Or I don't know what else you would kind of call it, but yeah, censorship would be a good way to think of it. Hi, Greg. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Alright, we can go back outside and check some of our other stuff. We're going to take these, turn them into plates. Actually, hold on. We can just do this. 12. Perfect. Dump these in. Eat Boob, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Michael Jones, hello. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what else. Once I get... Oh yeah, I need to go grab my... I still need chrome and... What do you want to call it? Some good stuff there. Telexis, what's going on? How are you doing? My blaze powder? Holy moly, it's you again. Yeah. Thank you very much for the likes, Telexis. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a great day today. So, it has been a little bit longer since I last live streamed on TikTok, because right before the Blazecation, or I'll just say my vacation, I don't know, TikTok was being a little bit annoying with things. Oh, hello. Let me fly away. So I didn't stream on there. And then, yeah, I had the vacation. Hey, thank you very much for all the chilies, Telexis. I greatly appreciate it. Do you play Minecraft yourself or modded Minecraft, Telexis? Thank you very much for the likes, Eat Boob. I've been trying to figure out shaders all day. Ooh, sounds really annoying. Have you gotten into work yet, though? Alright, so we have a little bit of blaze powder and just a couple blaze rods. It's something, but wish it was a little bit better. Alright, pardon your ears. We're going to have some dinging going on for just a couple minutes here. Just got to get rid of these mushrooms. I apologize, but it has to be done. So what has everybody else been up to? YouTube or TikTok? While I've been on Blazecation. Anything fun happening? Wait, I forgot I had like an extractor or something set up here. Oh no, I have a chest set up for the extractor here now, so it's not as bad. So advanced extractor. Alright, and then we'll just put these down here. Nothing except I am back at university. Awesome. Hopefully you have a great time while you're there. That's one thing I'm happy I don't have to worry about going back to, is university or school or anything. Like, all I have is just like a week-long class every now and then. Oh yeah, before I was in, before I went to Blazecation, that's what I was doing. I didn't even really do any streams that week. I had TIG welding class, so that was kind of fun. This made my day. What's going on, Klaus? I'm happy to make your day. How you doing? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? PTFE pipes, tiny pipes. I need to go up here and make some more tiny pipes real quick. Oh, this doesn't have a conveyor on it. Oh well. Get 4 stacks of pipes. I'm good. Waiting until the Gregtech New Horizons update for when I'll start playing again. Are you going to start like a brand new world, or do you plan on... Hold on a second. Do you plan on just updating the world you already have, just to continue moving on in that one? Excuse me. Alright, let's go put this in the assembler, right? Molten polyethylene as well. Using the same one. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it'll be nice when the update drops. This is off, just make sure it's charged up at least. Which it is. Everyone is like, are you excited for your last year? It barely feels like the last year. Why is that? Just because it's gone by so fast, or something else? How's your vacation? It's pretty good. I cannot complain. Caught a lot of fish. It was nice. Pretty nice weather for the most part. It was a little bit cold. Like 1.5 days. Like you woke up and it was like, I don't know, 55 to 59 degrees in the morning. It was pretty bad, but after that it wasn't too terrible. I can't complain at all. And just the fact that I didn't have to worry about going to work or anything like that, so it's kind of nice. And because I was on vacation, I thought more about what I would want to do in terms of like other like pieces of gaming equipment, I guess. So eventually I think the next thing that I would want to get, if it doesn't end up where I need to get like a computer upgrade, I would like to get a Steam Deck, because I'm like, the Nintendo Switch 2, that's complete garbage. It would still be way slower than a Steam Deck. And the fact that I can play all of my games on the Steam Deck from Steam is already amazing. I can hook up a keyboard and mouse from what I know. So streaming from it, I don't know how well that would work, unless I would need some other things. But a Steam Deck would be kind of cool. Now, would it be better to have that over, say, like a portable gaming laptop or something? Vice versa, I don't know. But we'll see. Hell yeah, Celeste. Oh, no Celeste. I'm sorry, I know Pixie got your hopes up. How you doing though, meme? Gregtech New Horizons on the Steam Deck. You know, I would probably do that. Assembler. So I thought I had another assembler over here, but maybe not. Maybe I put it up over the, in that thing. So need molten polyethylene mixer. Okay, we have that. No circuit. And we don't have enough polyethylene, so we'll go grab some more. Been doing good. Sapo gifted me Peak, so been playing that with McShul and him. Awesome. What do you think of it after being able to play it for a while? I'm really excited to see the Mesa update. It's been a week of it being out, and I couldn't play it until I could have played it maybe Saturday, but I've just been really busy like unpacking and just kind of like taking care of stuff around the apartment, and I didn't really feel like worrying about anything streaming, YouTube related, all that stuff. It's good with friends, but I don't know if I could play it very often. I gotcha, that's fair. Yeah, it's a lot better with friends. If you're playing it by yourself, I mean, it's maybe fun to try and get the achievements a little bit, but what makes it the best is playing it with friends, as is most, what do you want to say it, like, most indie games of that style, I guess, if you want to say. Hey, G-Fug, what's going on? How you doing? I see that you can install Prism on the Steam Deck, so MC Greg should work on that. And you would feel like it would have decent enough processors to do that. That would be awesome. If I could port my world over somehow to continue everything, that would be really cool. Like, if I'm on vacation, I could spend, I don't know, 20-30 minutes before bed or something on maybe gathering resources or just, like, decorating my base. And then when I get back home, I can continue, like, the main progression of everything, which is kind of cool. Although, recording probably wouldn't be all that great. I cannibalized Sapo. That was fun. That's hilarious. Yeah, I haven't... You know what's funny? I haven't even played since cannibalism has been added, which is crazy. Sirkin, or Sirkan, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Welcome to the channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. I do apologize for not remembering. Alright, so I have to figure out how this thing operates again. Fuel goes in, powers this up. So we want, actually, yes, we want the wood tar to end up going to the distillery. Oh, that's right. We want charcoal going in here, which I think we already do have. Fluid conduit. Fluid conduit. That's got both. Item conduit. So you just have to get this to go boom, boom, boom. So these are all connected. Then it goes to fluid conduit. And then this should be just everything. That should be it. And then wood tar goes into the distillery tower. Then when you want to play on PC, you can copy and paste it from your Steam Deck. Oh yeah, copy and pasting the world files should work. That's awesome. I just moved back in with my parents, and I'm currently setting up my PC again. Wow, well, that's very nice. Hopefully it's something enjoyable for you. You know, for whatever reasons that you're moving back in, but hopefully setting up everything doesn't take too long, isn't too annoying. It's always the worst thing about moving is like trying to like reset everything up again. Sucks. Also, the Alpines just got added back into rotation, so the Mesa isn't a guaranteed every day anymore. Oh. So that's what I was wondering, is if they were going to have the same amount of tiers, or if they were going to have, you know, different biomes rotate every day. I think it is probably a better thing to keep the game interesting is to have the different biomes rotate each day, because you don't know which one you're going to get. Although it would be cool if there was maybe a setting to where you could also choose to have every biome. So you would say you'd have the basic beginning biome, you would have the jungle, the alpine, the mesa, and then like the last two. A lot of janky wiring, lol, just like Greg. Oh man. Wiring and cable management in real life, so much fun. So I didn't even realize it's already like 10 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. So I'm not sure how long this stream is gonna be. It very well could be a little bit shorter. Just because I was kind of lazy and didn't get out of bed right away. But we will have another stream later on today for sure. We're going to be streaming from like noon to 5 Central. Actually, I should have been doing this. Hold on. And then depending on if Joker gets back to me, we'll be playing Grounded 2, Peak, or if he doesn't get back to me, then I might just be playing Gregtech New Horizons again. I think the conduits are slow for moving fluids. I would just make a subnet for transporting wood tar. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll see how slow they are, Darius, and then if I have to, like you're saying, maybe I'll make a subnet, or... maybe I will. It probably would be a better idea if I continue to utilize the Me system, connecting everything back to that. That would probably be the better option. That way I have access to all the fluids for anywhere else. Even if I'm not using this section of the base, later on, I can use the wood tar and everything else from here down in other parts of the base to make whatever else. Industrial coke oven is so fast. The other things in the setup will be so slow comparatively. That's good. Then I only have to worry about upgrading the other things, which is kind of nice. New anime episode from an anime that I've been watching in 1.5 hours. Can't wait. Yeah, he's too excited he can't spell. Should have been tomorrow, but then pulled back by 1 day. Well, that's awesome that you get the episode sooner. Hey, Tooth Grinder. Hi, Blaze. Long time not been there. Or not being here. How are you? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here to stream and everything like that, so I'm very happy to be back. Trying to figure out where all my chrome is, I guess, now. See if I have any chromite. No. You would learn important stuff about the AE system. Yeah, that's why I should probably get back into using it more. So we're not operating. Why am I not wearing... Oh, because I'm not... I have that selected. 106. What are we missing? Ammonium chloride. Yeah. Need more ammonium chloride for platinum. Sad. I think you didn't have chrome. Yeah, from what I remembered, I didn't have any. But I thought I had some from all my mining, so I'm like, what the heck? I finished my complete finished flatline the previous week. Awesome. Congratulations on finishing that. I am very jealous. I cannot wait to get to that point. Okay, so I do have some chrome. Not a whole lot. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have to go back to the moon again soon. Ugh, I have to do a lot of mining and set up on a lot of specific veins. So what was I trying to make with the chrome? Oh, I need torches. Oh, I wanted the chrome. That's right. I wanted chrome for more stainless steel. I need a lot of stainless steel. Hey, FT. How's it going today? I'm a silly goose. This song. Manganese. Iron. Let's get some iron dust. So we got a lot of other dust in there. We're fine for a hot minute. Hey, Tao. Wow, it's been a hot minute since I've seen you. How are you doing? Does that mod contain gambling? Actually, technically, it does. It does contain gambling in terms of loot bags. When you complete certain quests, you get a loot bag. So I'll show you real quick. So here, tier 4 loot bag. And you can use it right away. You can get any of these items. Or you can enchant it to get a lot better chances of getting better loot. But it doesn't have like gambling like you would think in vanilla Minecraft now. I've seen somebody actually make like a slot machine with a drawer and having like sound effects and stuff. It's pretty damn cool. I will say that's awesome. But yeah, you can get all of these things. You have certain percentage chances of dropping whatever else. So there is gambling. I'm prepping for LUV myself. I pretty much have unlocked it, but I want to max my infrastructure before I truly start, which is a smart thing to do. I wish you the best of luck continuing in prepping for all that. So yeah, we're going to continue making some more stainless steel. We can never have enough. So I don't think I can run... I don't remember if I could run both of these at the same time or not. I don't think I could. Or I ran out of power, I think. LUV does require some special preps for sure. Alright, so... yeah, we have a bunch of quests here and stuff, but I need some stainless steel. So that way I can make, what do you want to call it? That tower there. So, stainless. I do have quite a bit. So hold on, let me see if I could put away a lot of stuff. Mining pipes. I have a lot of mining pipes. Make a drawer of mining pipes so we know where they are for later. Mining pipes. Anything else mining related or moon related, I guess. Inventory, we could take all this off. Okay, that's all of our moon stuff. I think it will come back to Greg today after the live stream. I haven't been playing since the 3rd of August. It's good. At least you got a little break from it so that way you don't get too burnt out, which is nice. Hopefully you have a good time when you jump back into it. Hopefully I will make the properly automated assembly lines too when I get to that point. I think you'll do very fine. You'll do well. Tooth grinder. FT. Speaking of gambling, I made $300 in 40 minutes playing poker last weekend. Awesome. Were you playing with a group of friends or were you like actually at a casino? It's always awesome when you win. It never, yeah, obviously it's not awesome when you lose. Try and clear up my inventory here. Splash potion. We don't need random splash potions. Oh yeah, I finally got to watch Happy Gilmore 2 last night. It was actually a lot better than I was expecting, so it was awesome. So the pink dye I can keep. Sure, it'll be good enough. Awesome, there it is. It was at a casino. Awesome. I wasn't expecting an actual gambler. Flopped aces, full of queens, went all in, and got called by trip queens. Won like 200 on that hand. Awesome. See, I always thought like playing in like poker tournaments was like really, really cool. Funny enough, like, back when I lived with my parents, like me, my dad, and my siblings, we would just play poker for fun. We would just, obviously for fun, not even for like a dollar or anything, or maybe eventually like put $1 in just for whatever. But I always thought that was fun playing poker, and it'd be really cool, like, to be a professional, as long as you were good enough to win. Well, I guess even then, like, if you're playing like professionally, I don't know how much they usually buy in for, but say if you bought in for $100 and you won a couple thousand, like, that's pretty awesome. But there's a lot of luck and there is a lot of skill. Speaking of card games, I've been playing a lot more cribbage. Been learning how to play that more and more, so that's kind of fun. Usually when we go on one of the fishing trips in the year, usually have like a lot of cribbage that we play together. Poker as a game is kind of neat. Hitting all of these combinations is tricky stuff. Oh yeah, and the fact that you can get like some really, obviously, like super rare things to happen. Like obviously like the royal flush is insanely difficult. Like very, 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 very low likely things. Or the fact that you could have completely nothing and you could still win by, you know, obviously bluffing the other players. Royal flush is the rarest one. Yeah, I don't even know what the chances are of a royal flush. Actually, let me look at that. I'm curious. I love knowing percentages. What are the odds of getting a royal flush? The probability of being dealt a royal flush in a standard 52 card deck is a 1 in 649,740 chance. So yeah, that means for every 649,740 hands dealt, you can expect to be dealt a royal flush about once. The equivalent probability of approximately 0.000154%, which is crazy. There are 2,598,960 different possible 5-card hands that can be dealt from a 52-card deck. Which is crazy to think, like, the 52 factorial is, what is it, like, being dealt, like, you mix up your cards in a deck of cards, and the odds of getting dealt the same hand, like, if you lay out all the cards one by one or something like that, like, the odds of doing it all in the same order twice is, like, what 52 factorial would be. And it's, like, a very, 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 very large number. I went back. What do you mean you went back? You mean you came back? Welcome back, Carlos. Royal flush is basically impossible. Not really impossible, but very, very rare. I knew the chance by heart. That's a sign of a gambling problem. Oh yeah, the 1 in 600,000. The stuff I love about poker is how you can be good at it by being psychological. Exactly, yeah, by like reading people or by like just like the way that you think. Did someone say Factorio? Yes. Factorio. Factorial. Alright, let's make some rods as well. Stainless steel rods. 256. Because to make stainless, we have to make stainless machine casing clean. Stainless turbine. No, it's these. So yeah, we just need a bunch of plates and obviously the steel frame boxes. So anyway, what's the plan for today, Blaze? I would like to get my other distillery tower set up so that way I can distill the wood tar into benzene and whatever else for my system here. Which actually, like you guys are saying, maybe I should hook this up. So I'll put the exports up here, and then I can connect all the fluids to my me system. Why did we suddenly talk about gambling? Because of you bringing it up. Which is, it's awesome just like randomly getting into like a different topic that you would never expect in a stream. Go for a stainless badge craft. You will thank yourself later for that. Yeah, that's why I'm crafting up just a absolute crap ton of plates and rods and everything. Which, unless you were talking about like the stainless steel machine casings, I don't know. Either way, we're still getting some stuff processed here. We'll take all these. Take these. Let's go get stuff rolling here. Actually, do I have something set up for... Oh, I guess not. I don't have anything set for crafting these. What are these called? Frame boxes? So I do have patterns for frame boxes. So let's get a stainless frame box. There we go. So I could have just set this up, whatever, and have him craft all these. To make this is no circuit. I guess I could have just set this up too. Do I have an assembler? No circuit. I do. I do have that right there. So I could do this. No circuit. Boom. So honestly, once these are done, I could have just had this crafting up there. So we'll see. You're still crafting a lot more. Nice. Mine Bros, or Mini Bros, welcome to the channel. How are you doing? What is your power setup? So, for right now, in the other tiers of the base, I do have something set up for LV, MV up there, but I have a big wood farm up there, pumping into, what do you call it? I want to call it some Pyrolos ovens that are then fed into the distillery towers to make our benzene. And then we have a large gas turbine up there to, you know, burn up the benzene into energy, as well as another one, a 2x2 large gas turbine, to power up all of our HV stuff in this room, which is kind of nice. But eventually, over here in the EV section, we are going to go into, what do you want to call it? Some industrial coke ovens to produce all of the charcoal, as well as the other wood tar. It's a lot faster to power up this whole area. And we'll have another 2x distillery tower. After making some sick multis, maceration stack, wire mill factory, bending press, my playthrough has been split it on before them and them after ages. What do you mean by your playthrough has been splitted? Like, you've gotten to this point before, and then like you stopped and restarted? Especially Wire Mill Factory, it's just too good. About full plant line, definitely go for the salt root farm. You will need a lot of chlorine. Yeah, I definitely will go with that eventually. Valdemar Svensson, welcome to the channel. How big of a backlog do you have left to edit for the series at this point? It is a very, very big backlog. I always want to say, like, to new people that come from the videos, I do apologize for such a massive backlog. Sometimes, hold on 1 second, chat. I'm going to talk to my girlfriend real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm in around the same spot as you, and also benzene, but I've been local burning instead of the multi-block turbines. Oh, I got you, like the single block stuff. I'm thinking of switching, though. I do highly recommend the multi-blocks. They are a lot more efficient, and they pump out a lot more power. But yeah, we do have probably like 300 hours of content, or maybe like 350 to burn through. But that's what I'm hoping this week. I did want to get a stream like today, or like 2 streams today, just to have something just to say hello to you guys again, to get some more stuff going on with Gregtech, and then I can kind of go back into the videos again. Girlfriend? How come I never hear this until now? Oh wait, I think I do remember you mentioning a while back. I don't remember. It's all good. Yeah, you haven't... I don't know when the last time you have been here, or when it was the last time. But yeah, we have probably like 300, 350 hours of backlog, which I would like to... I do have some time this week. I'm a little bit busy Tuesday and Wednesday. But like Thursday and Friday, I would like to do a lot more of the video editing. And then, you know, I would like to have a video drop this week. So actually, it's not as bad as I think it is. Like, once I actually sit down and do it for like an hour or 2 hours, I kind of get in the rhythm of things. The hardest part of all the video editing that I do is like kind of like trying to do the storytelling, like moving bits of the video back and forth just to make sure like the story is in a nice linear progression rather than jumping around all the place and it not really making sense. And then the fact of like I have to audibly retell the story of what's going on, because usually what I'm saying in a live stream is kind of like gibberish, I guess. For some local stuff, it's okay to use single HV turbines. They are good. Yeah, some stuff. But like all the like the multi-blocks I had over there and everything, it is good to have like the multi-blocks for power. But yeah, I do want to say thank you very much for everybody being in the stream today, especially all the new people. I heard some YouTuber edited their videos at 1.5 speed. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it would save a lot of time. See, I don't know if they actually... They might sit and watch at 1.5 speed. What I do is, like, I'll have like a 4-hour recording, and it doesn't take me too long to go through them. Because I kind of like skip ahead, like 30 seconds to a minute. I'll click. If there's nothing that I see that's like worthy of being in the video, I'll just keep going. And then I'll cut out a massive chunk of it. Just because I'm so far ahead now, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be shown. I just need to show like the more important things. But watching at 1.5 times speed probably isn't too bad of an idea. Just to kind of do like the same effect of that, of jumping around. So let's look at our stainless steel here. We have a lot of plates, we have a lot of this. So we want to craft a lot of stainless steel frame boxes. Okay, we are missing some. We'll wait on these until these are crafted up, I guess. We need a lot of frames. About Flatline, for the first iteration, Ender IO conduits and filters is your best friend. Or are your best friends. Makes sense. PC works. Let's go. Awesome. Congratulations on getting that working, G-Fug. Might make it today's goal to switch then. Getting tired of spending circuits on HV turbines. Are there EV multi-blocks? I don't know if you would say if they're... Oh, like specifically EV multi-blocks. Yeah, there is. Like there's the maceration stack, like the fluid extractors, all that other good stuff. But a lot of these multi-blocks, you can just upgrade the tier of hatches on them to become like the next tier, kind of like the EBF and stuff. Like this, I have EV dynamo hatches on it to produce more energy. So that's the nice thing about these turbines, is when you upgrade the hatches on the back, they produce more energy, as well as you can upgrade the turbines themselves in here to produce more. So like right now, what does this say? Gas at 2500 EU per tick, we make I don't even know, fuel optimal flow. I don't really remember the numbers that much, but these do upgrade with like the different types, like materials, and also like size of turbines that you use, which is kind of nice. Alright, so there's all that. Let's make 64 of these. 384 stainless plates, that's crazy. I have 16 HV macerators in my ore processing connected to one HV turbine. Nice. Multi-block turbines just need a specific tier hatch turbine, that is it. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Some fuel input handling with the fuel regulator. So, let's look at our distillery tower. Dangote Distillus, whatever that is. Distillation tower. Get 2 of those. Probably could use more later on, but whatever. I mean, they consume 32 EU per tick. It makes sense. Oh, yeah, I guess that's not. Forgot that they don't take that much energy. So this will be our input. I guess energy could be there. And then we can output here. We need maintenance hatches and everything else. Input hatch. I feel like we should have a greater input hatch for that. Input hatch. I guess we do need input buses too, probably. Alright, so we got wrenches and stuff. So there's the input. Go into our inventory here, swap these out to something else. Honestly, I don't need an upgraded version of that. The LV ones worked perfectly fine. Wood tar. Uses. Distillation tower, we need 5. 5 tiers. So 2 more after that. Already forgot, is that your future nitrobenzene setup? It probably will be. So it's going to start out obviously just producing just normal benzene, but then we can add on to it to upgrade it to nitrobenzene. Which shouldn't be too bad, so we'll leave some space open for it later, like over there for nitrobenzene. Oh yeah, because we needed some more distillery towers for water distillation to make nitrobenzene. Doing nitrobenzene setup with math or without? Without math. For now, I'm not really too worried about doing stuff like super calculated. Maybe like when I get into you know, later tiers where it's probably a lot better to do calculations on stuff, I will, but for now, I'm not really too worried about it. I think math was on the vacation too when it was planned. What do you mean, Darius? What makes the industrial coke ovens better than the Pyrolos ovens? Right off the bat, I think they're just like half the speed of the Pyrolos ovens, or I think they're just a lot more energy efficient, along with being faster. You could, I think eventually, if you put some high enough tier coils in the Pyrolos ovens, you could make those faster, but they use a lot of energy. For 4 coke ovens, you need a lot of wood. Yeah. Yeah, faster until a certain coil type, or coil tier for the Pyrolos oven. But then, yeah, you're still using a lot more energy, though, if you have the higher tier coils, right? So it's kind of a trade-off. Incomplete structure. Hold on, we need maintenance. So distillery tower, maintenance hatch, any casing. So we could just do this right here. Guess if we really did care. Items input. That's fluid input. don't know if we need one. I don't think you do need one. If we do, we'll worry about it later, but I think it's fine not having one right now. So it'd be 4, 5. So I just need the 2, what is it, inputs there. Although I might need another energy hatch here, I just realized. Honestly, I don't even think we need these inputs. I think these are optional. Coke oven draws parallels. Interesting, none of the guides on benzene I watched mentioned this path. Maybe I need to do this too. You mean the path of using the industrial coke ovens? Maybe I should make a video on that. Tutorial video. Like, see, that's what I was thinking too. Like, as I continue going along, I would kind of maybe be interested in making some tutorial videos. Obviously, I would state that, like, I don't know of every possible direction, but, like, here is a direction if you so choose to, like, want to go this way instead of, like, a different one. Just to kind of branch out, make some more content and stuff. Holy shit, I just started bees, and it is so good. Yeah, bees are amazing. I'm kind of sad that I haven't touched bees in a long time. Maybe I should get back into bees soon, once I can get, like, the basically the super upgraded frames. Yeah, I knew nothing about using the ICO instead of the Pyrolos oven. Yeah, maybe I could crunch numbers later on just to see, but yeah, like, people were telling me about it, and I was looking into it in the NEI, and I was like, holy crap, it is actually amazingly good. Hugnull, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I would love tutorials on it. Yeah, I would love to work on something like that too. It might be, well, and that's the thing too, is like, making a tutorial is actually surprisingly a lot easier than making like a video on, like, say, a Let's Play. For me anyways. Just because as I'm making the tutorial, you're basically doing all the storytelling there, and you just kind of cut from, you know, piece to piece, so like whatever, you skip from whatever you just said to like finish the build, unless you like need to show how to build it for someone. It's just a lot easier than trying to storytell everything that you've been doing like in a Let's Play. Hey Kaiser, you are back. I am back. Welcome back. How you doing, Kaiser? Actually, funny enough, no, we need energy hatches. 2 HV energy hatches. Actually, I need 4. But 2 minimum just to get 1 up and running. 4, what is it going to take? A lot of Electrum. HV machine hulls. Some coils. What does it take to make a coil? Hold on. Circuit 1. Alright. So, I don't think I have what I need, but it's fine. Juicy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Stainless. So let's take a lot of this. I guess I'll take 2 stacks. 64, why not? Crap that all up. Alright, and then we can go turn these into machine casings. We need some gold wires. Go do some crafting. Did I ever do anything? I did. So I got these up there. So I'll just need to put some gold wires in these guys. Do you have some tungsten, by the way? I don't really think I had too much tungsten. I'm not producing much. Which actually, hold on, let's see. Has this been running? No valid recipe. Are we? Wow, look at that. We're actually all out of ilmenite. 59. Although I thought I was producing some more, so let's go back upstairs real quick. Because keeping the ilmenite processing going is going to be good. We need tons of titanium. Check and see. Graphite, saltpeter. I could have sworn I had a lot of it. Magnetite. No ilmenite. What? Purified ilmenite. Can I use this? Purified in the ilmenite processing chemical bath. A lot of noise going on. Alright. Hold on, chat, 1 second. Alright. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Go to the moon. I might have to. But, like, I just went to the moon, though, so it's like, I don't know... I had a bunch of stuff, and, like, there was no way that I went through all of it. That's why I'm kind of confused. I'm gonna have to check my me system. Unless I accidentally, like, left a chest somewhere, because I thought I had a bunch of chromite. And obviously the ilmenite and everything else, so it just doesn't make sense to me where it all is. I don't have a chest there. Didn't you leave your miners there? It's possible that I did. It very well might be possible that all my chests are there. I guess I could go back and just check. So we got monazite, bastnasite, chalcopyrite, all that. We don't even care about that. So here's all of our other ilmenite, I guess. Rutile. Two rutile, one ilmenite slag. Oh, I see. You get a 30% chance of only getting it there. 21 seconds, 21 seconds. So, yeah, you do get a reduced chance for the ilmenite slag, which we do want to keep it fully. But if I washed this, I'd only get iron dust out of it anyways, so yeah, we don't care about that. We're keeping it dirty. Make a bigger drill and then go. Yeah, see, that would be a good idea. You need to get a lot of lubricant for that then. Yeah, so let's just take this real quick. Yeah, that was right, because we went and I didn't get as much as I was hoping for, because they're like the miners were a lot slower than I thought. So we got all of our ilmenite. Process all that. So I guess I already processed all the chrome. Aluminum. Smash that all up, might as well. So what can I do with just ilmenite dust? Probably just electrolyze it? I guess it ain't too bad. I could put it in the blast furnace. Get some rutile out of it. I don't really need it that badly, so I'll just save it for later for when I do. Bauxite. Yeah, we don't have the bauxite line or anything like that, but it's fine. So what do we have in this super tank? There's nothing there. That's for benzene usage. Alright. So we're going to leave this guy right here for now. Boom, bada boom. Ilmenite. Perfect. Do you need multiple crafting computers to do multiple jobs? I'm building the me system for my multiplayer playthrough, and I want to avoid bottlenecks from multiple people making requests. Yes. So you would need multiple different computers for processing. So here's like one computer here, here's another computer here. So because I have two computers, I could run two machines, like two single blocks. So I could run, like, say, an assembling machine, and I could run a cutting machine or something like that at the same time. Please check out the multi-wire mill. Can you make it in theory? Let me take a look. But yeah, so you would want some more computers. Not super cheap right away, but having more computers is a lot better. Wire mill. Industrial wire factories, I think is what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just a lot of tungsten, I'd assume. Blue steel, actually. Actually, blue steel's not as bad as I thought. Blue steel, and then industrial wire factory. Blue steel, IV mainframe. So 2 IV machine casings. Okay, which is the tungsten steel, and then all of this. Honestly, it's not even that bad, other than the controller. Not that bad at all. More CPUs equals more requests, more co-processing units equals more parallel processes happening at the same time. Oh, yeah, okay, so like, yeah, CPU, like I have 2 CPUs, I can make 2 requests. So I could request to make, yeah, 2 different things. Like you're saying, I think if you have 2 co-processing units, this can use 2 machines if I request at like 1 recipe. This is 1 recipe I can make, but it can use 2 machines. As well as this is like 2 machines, 1 recipe as well, I think, right? This isn't how it's working. Parallels are provided by co-processing units. Different computers provide the ability to make more requests, more crafts. So what if I have a request that needs to craft other things as a prerequisite? So if you have something that takes like, it needs like other crafts, it'll just do 1 craft at a time. It will still do all the prerequisites as long as you have a recipe for it, but it's only going to do 1, you know, it's only going to do 1 craft at a time. So it's going to take a lot longer unless you have more co-processing units. Then it'll do, you know, so like this one will have 2 recipes it's going to craft at the same time. Yeah, they'll just be in a queue. Yeah, so I guess I had it wrong like right at the initial part. But it makes sense now with the requests and how many machines you can use. So 1 computer can handle those, but it will be slow, yes. And that's the thing too, is like depending on how many prerequisites you have, you might need more crafting storage, because usually if you have a lot of prerequisites, you're going to use a lot of bits or bytes for crafting. Alright. So we got all these. We're still waiting on coils and everything else. That's right. Energetic alloy. Thanks. That kind of sorted out a lot of my confusion. Glad to help. If you ever have any other questions, feel free to continue to ask. That's why it's always nice having like a chat here as well of other people that know a lot of stuff that's going on, to also help me out if I don't know what's going on. Or if I give the wrong information. Depends on what you're requesting and what you were using for the prerequisite crafts. Okay, so do we have energetic alloy? Have all this. Steel rod, take all these. So we get 4 coils out of that, which we're gonna need more energetic alloy. Come on. I guess we do have quite a bit, okay. So what is it, 2 each? I think I do need 8 total coils, so I should have enough after all these. And then I can make my HV energy hatches. How's this doing actually, by the way? Oh, it's probably full. Yeah, it doesn't have enough food output space. Because we got the tank for heavy fuel, light fuel, naphtha. I had that chest upstairs. I should go grab that that other super tank just so my oil continues to process. By the way, I posted my full plant line at Discord. You can check it out there. Sounds good. Thank you very much. What would happen if I have one vending machine for steel and copper plates and then made one request for steel and one request for copper plates? It would only make one recipe at a time. If it's all in the same machine, it would make whatever it started with, it's going to finish that one up before it starts doing the next one. So say, where's my vending machine? Obviously, like, you might have steel filling in this slot, and then maybe if it only fills in one slot, it could put copper in here, but usually when that happens, it still finishes up what it was crafting prior before starting up another thing. So it would go through all the steel before it would start the copper. There's a lot of tantalum. Actually, let's go get some tantalum going, actually. Put this guy down. That should get sucked back out. Boom. Perfect. Refinery gas. Love to see it. Steam. That's hydrocracked refinery gas. Sweet, that guy can continue processing some more oil. CPU holds all the craft items and places them in the machines as it finds space. Well, over tantalum there. Steel, stainless steel. Yeah, 15 seconds per. Ain't bad. Hatch. Don't really have any hatches there. Depends on how you set up the interface. It can wait for the empty machine or don't. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, even like I was saying, even if you have both the items in the machine at the same time, it usually continues to finish the one that it started with before it moves on to the next. Okay, we do have 2 more output hatches. For conflicting recipes, you use block mode for one recipe at a time, or smart block mode to put the same material in the machine in interface configuration. Yeah. Energy hatches. I want 4. So we're just gonna need the coolant again and HV machine hulls. I don't even know if I have any more coolant. Blocking input, I will look into that. It needs to support multiple people potentially making requests to the same machine. So that's, I never even realized thinking about that. Like, yeah, playing multiplayer, you have to worry about other people like using the Me system. It's a good thing that you thought about that right away. Hopefully this charges up pretty quick. I'm not using that much power. So speaking of power, let me check on my tank upstairs. So I got 1.28 million here. $1.1 million up here. So we're fine on power up here for a hot minute. Distillery towers are fine. What is that again? Oh, manganese dust. Blue tile. I have that guy process up some more stuff. Take back their permission. Problem solved. Grab my coils real quick that I forgot once again. Thank you very much. We'll let that kind of work away. So we got those in there. Let's go see if we can get some more coolant upstairs. I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. Oh, we do have some still. Okay, good. We'll have to get something set up for making some more of this because we are almost about to run out. Alright, craft 4, please. Perfect. So then we should be able to power up everything. We'll get those coils there. Powering this up initially is going to suck. It's going to be really, really expensive. Wait. Am I overclocking? Oh, I think I am. So maybe we'll start with one energy hatch, and then once we actually have a large gas turbine to power it without having to use the single blocks, then we can worry about overclocking. Energy hatch. Energy hatch. Actually, we're only using one energy hatch here. I guess we'll have extra then. We are blazing that benzene today, lol. As it is supposed to be in the Church of Benzene. Hell yeah. Oh, this is amazing. We're gonna have power to our base. At least this section of the base. It's gonna be nice. Do I have any more large, or no, single block turbines? I don't remember how much energy these guys use. Like if I could use a lower tier hatch. Sure. Let's see if that completes the structure. Yeah, wrench and screwdriver, alright. Wrench, or screwdriver and wrench, there we go. Turn that on. Perfect. So these are all both, or these both are ready to go. Okay, we need to clear out some more of this area. This is going to be kind of the gross part. So I have to like rebuild the mountainside a little bit to get it to fit in. It is what it is though, we gotta do it. Sorry about the dings, by the way. Okay, we have some space cleared up. Hey, Malachi, what's going on? Okay, hold on. I need to hold there. There it is. Alright, so we have the tower here. That's fine. Are you going to put everything on the main network? I was thinking about that. I mean, Darius and you were saying that probably would be a better idea, so... Hold on, let's take a look here. Any bottom layer casing, so I can just have it facing out this way. Wait, no. That's input hatch for fluids. Yeah, if I did that, hold on, if I did, I could pump this back. I wonder how annoying that would be. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I could have it going back to another super tank here. I'll have to upgrade everything down here. I'll have to add in some more super tanks. But I could have wood tar and benzene tanks here. And then, what do you want to say? Have it pumped into here for storage, and then obviously it could go back into the distillery tower to be processed and whatnot. Hey Hydro, what's going on? How was vacation? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. A little bit, it got a little bit long, or it felt like it was going on for a little bit longer, I guess, than I would have liked towards the end, but it was pretty good. I very much enjoyed it, caught a lot of fish. It was a little cold a couple days, but, you know, nothing too terrible. I'd rather have a little bit cold than extremely hot. I think I'm gonna go grab some sushi, or catch some sushi in a restaurant. Oh no, you did mean grab sushi. Hopefully I can catch you when I'll be back. I'm not sure. We're probably going to be ending relatively shortly, probably about 27 minutes. We're going to be ending the stream. But we will be back with something later on today, whether it's Grounded 2, Peak, or we're back with Gregtech New Horizons. But yeah, enjoy your sushi, and we'll catch you later, Tooth Grinder. Alright. We're going to need a lot of export and import buses and super tanks. Let's actually see what it takes to make some other super tanks. Tier 2 super tanks. So it's stainless steel, MV circuits, and HV pumps. The HV pumps are a little bit more annoying. And then they need PVC. So you don't have a lot of polyvinyl chloride anymore. It's not hard to make, but... So take your nitrogen and wood and return the benzene if you're not going to use the subnet. What do you mean by take the nitrogen, wood, and return benzene? Well, isn't, so this isn't really technically considered a subnet, is it? Like this stuff here? Have you played Peak Update? It's great. I have not gotten to play it yet. That's why I'm hoping I'll be able to play it sometime soon. We'll see. I know it's the Mesa update, but no spoilies on that. I already got one spoil that I couldn't avoid, and it's very sad. Hey, Duckney, how you doing today? If you're going to put everything on the main network, you'll have to use a stick card. A stick card for what? Exactly. For crafting upgrades, to have like more, you know, like a stick card for unlocking these? Or are you just talking about speed, or why more tanks for what? I was just thinking for benzene, like in fluids to add to the... Oh wait. Yeah, no, you need to have tanks connected to the system, right? To have access to the fluids. Because otherwise you could have drawers, but I think the fluid storage cells are kind of expensive. Maybe not. So the items don't flood your whole system with crap. Oh, with fluids. The stick card prevents the fluid from going to another tank or machine other than the one with the stick card. Okay. That's why I guess I don't really know if it's a good idea to attach this to the system yet. Because I'm going to have, what, 5 different fluids here already? I'm going to have to figure out where those all go to. Alright, there we go. Hero Brian is at peak. Oh no. So wood tar, we need benzene to go into these two. Hold on. Hopefully this doesn't mess up a lot of stuff. I could just, hold on. Let's just do this. It might mess some things up, but let's try it. Okay. Place one in here. Let's turn that one off, just 'cause. Alright, so we want to make sure maybe benzene can come out. Hold on. Extract on blue. Insert on blue. 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 So yeah, those will get benzene now. So these got power. The base looks so different since I last joined. Yeah, I don't remember the last time that you've joined, but we have put in quite a bit of work over the last month or so. It's crazy. I think it's been a year since I've first started playing Gregtech. It was August at some point. So we've been playing Gregtech for about a year. Although, what is it? This is the second world. I think this world started in like October or November. So it's a little bit of ways yet before this world turns to a year old. But we've been playing Gregtech for a year, which is crazy. So yeah, the stick card prevents the fluid from going to another tank or machine other than the one with the stick card. Just put a stick card in the fluid storage and filter for the liquid in question. Alright, I assume those stick cards probably aren't too hard to make. I can show you what I did with my subsystem, where the main net can see all the outputs, but the subnet can only give items to the drives in the subnet. And the fluid so they can stay only on the subnet. Sure. Yeah, if you want to show me in the Discord, I'll take a look at that. It's just been a hot minute since, like, I've played, so, like, a lot of the stuff is just like, what is that again? Hold on, I need some drawers. I don't want my system getting jacked up with garbage. Oh wait, I have drawers right here. So extract. Just so I know. Purple, extract. This could be insert on purple. I don't like the sound of the creeper walking around out there. Alright, so we have all of the ashes at least being deposited here now. That guy isn't operating. Oh, because there's no wire. Duh. Okay, that's fine. So we have all this, and then we're going to need fluid to output into this guy, which it should be already. Input hatch is empty. Why is that empty? Okay, so these have outputs. What is the output for the fluid? Extract on green. I guess so I don't get them all confused with each other. Wait, hold on. That's wood tar. Wood tar comes out on green. So we could have this set to insert on green. Insert on green. Okay, it's got a crap ton of wood tar in it. Alright. So, extract on green. Extract on green, and then we can go up and like finish the rest of these. Extract on green and extract on green. Sweet, so these are all filled up here now. We just need power to get these to turn on. Fun. Extract redstone off. Did I miss one? It all looks to be good. Oof. Okay, I already corrected it. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we just need turbines. Oof, EV turbine. I don't have any HV turbines anywhere. Hold on, turbine. Oh, I might have some in my mining chests that I might just steal. Okay, let's go check that real quick. Kind of sucks that we're not processing any platinum right now because we don't have any of the ammonia chloride, but we'll survive, I guess. Turbine in here. MV turbines. Oh, good. Here, I thought I had some HV ones. Well, I just might have to make a couple brand new ones. Turbine. What am I missing? Steel rotors. And motors? Steel rotors and motors, okay. What would it take to make 33? Perfect. 32. A lot of electrum wires. Crazy how much electrum we've gone through. Like, that's a lot of gold and silver that I've burnt up. 16. Electrum, alloy smelting. We don't have any silver, do we? Do not. Can just start processing a lot more silver again. I do have a bunch of electrum there. Look at that. Blaze, what age gap do you think is normal and wait, in man/woman contents? Do you mean like what's... Are you asking like what a normal age gap in like a relationship would be? That's why in HV I already set up a simple ore processing so as to not depend on resources. Say that's a pretty good idea, Carlos. I do like the idea of that. Especially, yeah, since like I could set up well, that's what I should look into. I should try and figure out a good what is it, a subnet? I have to figure out how to make subnets again. Like a true subnet. And then I have to figure out how to set that up for, you know, ore processing of pretty much any kind. Sorry, misclicks. It's all good. Obviously, as if you're both like adults, I would think anywhere from like a 0-day age gap, like if you guys are the same age, like exactly, anywhere from that to, I'd say probably 5 years is a normal range. 0 to 5 years. Any reason that you're asking? Silver, I have to set that all up for everything else later on, but that's fine. So we have, I think I just dumped all that in, so we just go look at our motors. Craft 32. Perfect. Make 32 motors. That's actually good because we haven't had a whole lot of motors in a long time. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, it would help out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. I'm HV pre-LUA in 2.8. I think you mean LUV, yeah. I set up my ore processing with Ender IO cables even. So you say ore processing. What do you mean by ore processing? Like you have basically like every ore that like you mine and you put into your system is pretty much automatically turned into the most efficient version of it. Like you have it like chemical bath washed, or just washed and then centrifuge and all that other stuff for all of the valuable like byproducts and stuff for like every ore, or just like only like the most common ones. My younger sister has a 15-year older friend. Dang. I mean, if some people... obviously, if some people want to have, like, that much of a gap, for me, personally, that would be, like, a bit too much. Like, 15 years is... It's not quite old enough to be, like, your mother or your father or whatever, vice versa, but it's close. It's a big difference. Especially as, like, you start to get older. Like, I wouldn't want to have, like, such a huge age gap with someone to where that, they're going to be a lot older and they might have, like, health issues, to where they might, like, pass away a long time before you, or vice versa, because then you don't get to live with them as long. And it'd be kind of sad. So that's why I would say, like, but if the person is, you know, meant to be for who, you know, they want a day, whatever, it is what it is, but just me personally, that's my preference. 32 motors. Alright, so we got all that perfected. Now we need to get these. I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Thank you very much. Actually, I don't even know if I need to overclock these. I don't know why I'm doing this. Well, I guess... No, it wouldn't be an overclock anyways. Let's go to sleep before something bad happens. I need to get that wall filled in. The macerator, washer, centrifuge, electrolyzer, etc. So when you set those all up, you have to probably filter out, you know, which ores go where, because, like, say, copper, gold, and all that, platinum, you want those washed off separately than, say, other things, to where you don't really care about the other byproducts. I guess it's probably not really all that bad once I get the multi-blocks. It's just that I don't have them yet, so I don't understand how easy it probably is to have, like, a ore processing section. So actually, let's just do this. I feel like I'm overthinking this a lot. These are all input on blue? Yes. So let's input on blue here and see if that works. Alright, so they should have power. I hope they have enough power. If they don't, then I'll have to move those. Okay, it's got power. But obviously it's not running because I need to probably set distillery tower. Yeah, so I need an input hatch. Hold on. Put an input hatch in the middle. Oh, wait, no. I'm stupid. I could just go right here and set it. So let's just do this. It might be easier. No, it's not going to be used for anything other than power, so... Oh, I'd have to put a circuit in there. Alright, whatever. So eventually this is going to run out of benzene. But at least the benzene I can pump back into the system for now. There it is. Already got our distillery tower going now. A lot of setting up of filters, or more like storage buses. What's going on, Alex? I might be crazy, but I have like 16 fluid extractors for LV for wood tar because they are more efficient instead of just 4 HV ones like you did. I mean, that's not a bad idea. As long as you have enough of them, I guess it still would be a lot, it would still be fast, just takes up a bit more space. And like you said, they're not going to take up nearly as much energy as well. So maybe it wouldn't be a half bad idea to add some like MV ones or something to be a bit more cheaper on power. Although then you're just using more resources on other things, which I guess it's not that expensive. Like in the long run, because you're saving on all the energy and everything. But that's the one amazing thing, is you could play in any, way, and you can have multiple ways to make a certain machine work, which is nice. Filtering pattern is the same as the Me system, but instead of the storage filters, I only use filters. For the interfaces, I use chess. Look at the overclock for LV and for HV. Yeah, because if we look here, uses, in the fluid extractor, so LV is obviously 480 EU it takes, 1.5 seconds. But then it's 0.35 seconds, and you still really only use, 1792 EU. Which in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think that's all that much. So it's going to be insanely faster, and you only use 2000 EU. Do you plan to go to nukes in the future, or ride out the benzene until another option comes along? So because I have to do every single quest in the mod pack, I am going to be messing around with nukes and stuff. I was just told right now that it's not really efficient and energy abundant, so I was just going to hold off until maybe vacuum nukes or something like that. I would set a subnet with no drives and use the macerator input bus as storage, and input the storage bus with all the other ores filtered. Yeah, that'll be fun working on like a ore processing subnet. I can't wait for that. It's going to be kind of cool. I see you there. Can't have that going on. Which actually we should eventually work on making like the mega torch or something from Thaumcraft. IV would not support the... Oh, LV would not support the exit or the output of the coke oven. Jump boom. Alright. So that's what I've got to figure out what I want to do with this. If I want to connect this to my Me system. Which I think it would be kind of nice, just in the fact of then we would also have all of the other byproducts in the me system for usage at any point. It's like, say, like the phenyl and the toluene will be then used for other things. But at least that's set up, so now that's good. Once this gets all connected to where this is all operating, then we can have another, what is it, I could build another 2x2 power generator. Which I don't know where I want that set up yet. Maybe I should plan and like dig out this area so that way I have the space and the infrastructure kind of like half laid out for making nitrobenzene, and then figure out where to put my generator after that, so that way I can just connect up to the generator now, and then once I get the nitrobenzene, I have the nitrobenzene area set up for it, and then all I need to do is just reroute kind of some of the well, I guess just take the benzene instead of putting it into the generator. It goes through the processing of making nitrobenzene and then back into the generator later for, you know, a lot better fuel efficiency. Put a storage tank right there, benzene tank. Yeah, I should put a benzene tank there. Well, I should get a bunch of the tanks there. Or I could just turn it into, like, the voiding mode. But let's just look at tanks real quick. I do have to... Yeah, we have 3 minutes. So if I want to make 5 tanks, I need 5 large plastic fluid pipes, so like polyethylene. Polyethylene bars. Let's go make some big tanks there. Wait, do I have big pipes here? I have normal pipes. I guess extruder, yeah, normal pipes. So just make some big tanks from now, just slap them on the back so it continues to produce, and then worry about connecting to the system and all that fun stuff later. Large pipes. Yeah, void mode and electrolyze some of the other byproducts. Which I guess I should just do void mode anyways, because if I already void them in the tanks later on, what's the difference between doing that and just voiding it at the source? I mean, 4 million... Having 4 million in a tank isn't really going to be making or breaking me, I think, at this point. Bonk the Third, what's going on? Favorite ore? Favorite ore in Gregtech or favorite ore in vanilla Minecraft? Gregtech. That's a good question. Gregtech. Favorite ore? Honestly, I'm gonna have to think about that one for a second. Let me make some tanks real quick. So what would it take to make 10? I can make 10, so let's just make 10. Let me see what ores there even are. Well, redstone, ruby... Chalcopyrite. Hold on, let me look at chalcopyrite. I think chalcopyrite might be definitely up there because we get copper, iron, and gold from it, and it's just one amazing ore. It's kind of not really a cool color or anything, but chalcopyrite's probably my favorite to obtain because it's so useful. But hold on a second. Also, I'm going to get like a laptop soon, which is cool. Awesome. Any plans on some games that you're going to play with the laptop and stuff? I would say Fartium, or I don't even know it yet. If that is actually a thing, I've not seen it, which is pretty cool if that actually exists. Just like a meme ore. Having the tank set on void enables you to stop the distillery tower when the benzene is full. You just have to put only the other tanks on void. Look at the chalcopyrite line. Wow, this thing has a line. Purified chalcopyrite. Does it really have a line? Purified chalcopyrite. Milling. I don't see a line unless you have to have purified. Dehydrator, centrifuged. Oh, unless it's like dealing with all that stuff. Spaghetti, how's it going? How are you doing? Barty Mouseneck ore. I think I've seen that one before. There's like a lot of weird like Barty ores. Roblox, but I do plan to get into Minecraft modding stuff. And maybe Gregtech one day. Yeah, if you ever get the chance someday, Gregtech is definitely worth it. Also, RimWorld and Conquest of Elysium 5. So I haven't heard of that one. RimWorld sounds familiar, but Conquest I haven't heard of. Doing good, I'm glad to hear it. I will say, you did join like right at the end of the stream, so I do apologize, Spaghetti. But we will be back later today. Probably about in an hour or so. I just gotta go, I'm gonna go have lunch and do a little bit of cleaning and stuff before we come back. But depending on if Joker gets back to me, we'll be either playing Grounded 2 or Peak. If not, then we'll probably just come back to Gregtech. The is no, but I made you say far. Oh, it's not. Okay. Could you imagine, though? That's fine, since I gotta go. Well, I really appreciate you jumping in to say hello. It does mean a lot to me, and hopefully you have a great rest of your day, Spaghetti. You should use some kind of ore to decorate your base, not gonna lie. Maybe in some of the other tiers, like if I have like some stone kind of style walls like this, I could just have like other ores kind of decorated into it. Or maybe the ore processing area could have ores and stuff around it. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see. Calco plus sulfuric acid. Let's see, chemical reactor. Sodium persulfate. Maybe it's the dust. I'll check this. Chalcopyrite. Electrolyzer. Maybe it's the raw ore? Or purified? Purified, dehydrator. Oh, right here. Okay. Platinum group sludge and all that fun stuff. Huh. Platinum concentrate. I didn't even think of that. See, look at it. There's a lot more. See? Chalcopyrite's a lot better than I even thought. But yes, I do have to get going. I do apologize. I want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in today. I greatly do appreciate it. Especially for the first stream back. We had 20 people in the stream. That's awesome. Yeah, you gotta look at the sludge. Which, we'll look more into it later on. But thank you very much, everybody. Yes, I will let you guys know in the Discord what I do plan on streaming later. Once I can verify if I've heard back from Joker or not. But otherwise, thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Take care, and blaze out.